welcome to On With The Show, where we delve into the intriguing stories that have shaped the world of performing arts. I'm your host, Leo Sullivan. Join me as we venture to outer space with the out-of-this-world Broadway musical Via Galactica, a sensational extravaganza of trampolines, high-flying actors, and $1 million flop. So without further ado, let's dive into the spotlight and explore the stories behind the curtain. This is On With The Show. Via Galactica is a rock musical with a book by Christopher Gore and Judith Ross, lyrics by Gore and music by Galt McDermott, who had previous success with Hair. The cast included Raul Julia, more familiar to us now as Gomez Adams, and Irene Cara, later to be known for Fame. Originally entitled Up, Via Galactica is a futuristic story of social outcasts living on an asteroid in outer space in the year 2972. Among them is Gabriel Finn, a space sanitation man who collects trash in a clamshell-shaped garbage ship called the Helen of Troy. Earth exists, but thoughts are controlled and suicide at age 55 is compulsory. Gabriel Finn is dissatisfied with his life and travels to Ithaca, a distant asteroid where Dr. Isaacs, the leader, is nothing but a living head. The doctor wants Gabriel to mate with his wife Omaha, and thereby provide him with an heir. Eventually, after the mating, the inhabitants of the asteroid leave by space ark to colonize a far-off star, and thereby escape the threat of invasion by Earth. The stage was made of interconnecting walkways and trampolines, with a backdrop of 1,000 ping-pong balls strung together, floor to ceiling, upon which images would be projected. In previews, actors and scenery fell through the soft trampoline flooring. Irene Cara flew around the stage, on the occasions when the rigging actually worked. Raul once got stuck in the spaceship and hung helplessly over the orchestra for 20 minutes, until stagehands extricated him. The new wireless microphones, which allowed the actors to jump freely from trampoline to trampoline, somehow got crossed wires with the local police precinct. When the actors opened their mouths to sing, out came emergency calls about car incidents and arrests in Midtown. Director Peter Hall was fully aware of the show's precarious chance of success, writing in his diary, Friday, 24 November, New York. I have now been, for 1 solid month and more, in the grip of a rehearsal nightmare, which is the same each and every day. Via Galactica, though getting better technically, is getting thinner and less worthwhile in its heart. It is dying, as shows can. And there is nothing much I can do about it. There is life there, but it is life of the wrong kind. A director knows by this stage of rehearsal whether something is good or bad. This is bad, but I have to go on pretending to the cast. After 15 previews, the Broadway production opened on November 28, 1972, the first production at the brand new Uris Theatre, now the Gershwin Theatre. The storyline was so incomprehensible that at the last moments producers decided to insert a plot synopsis in the playbill that read, Via Galactica is an all-music musical. While you're adjusting to our mode of storytelling, it's possible you might miss 1 or 2 points. Herewith, basic information regarding our show. The story takes place 1,000 years from now. Man has explored the entire solar system and decided there's no place like home. Home is Earth, and on Earth everything is perfect. Everyone wears a permanently attached spinning hat to control their emotions. Conformity is the rule. Everyone always says we, never I. Man has also worked out all his problems regarding birth, population, bigotry, and war. Our hero is Gabriel Finn, a conditioned Earthman. On a forgotten asteroid called Ithaca, a small group of people exist who reject Earth's conformity. They are led by Dr. Isaacs, an elderly scientist with a beautiful wife, Omaha. We play a triangle love story between Isaacs, Omaha, and Gabriel, but a very special kind of triangle. Dr. Isaacs, to escape Earth's control forever, plans to take the people of Ithaca on the longest space trip of all time, a trip to the stars. If man reaches the stars, he can start life all over again. Our story covers the preparations for this trip and Earth's efforts to stop it. Via Galactica, man's road to the stars. Audiences, however, were still baffled by what they were witnessing unfold on stage. Pyrotechnic displays, trampolines to portray weightlessness, and a multitude of special effects did little to enhance the project. Reviews included theatre critic Walter Kerr's accusation that Via Galactica was doggerel opera, utterly without humour, and for all its movement, quite staggeringly static. British critic Clive Barnes liked Galt McDermott's score, saying, "It has the bounce and radiance that are McDermott's trademarks." The show's fundamental problem is the banality of the book, which has no interest and no point of contact with the audience. It is a difficult show to care for. The day after opening, director Richard Hall again wrote in his diary, "New York. The notices of Via Galactica are universally terrible. The show loses on Saturday. Galt McDermott doesn't seem too disturbed. He liked what we ended up with. I didn't. I am not ashamed of the production as it now stands, but it is far away from the dream I dreamed. The script was never right and still isn't. It was and is a fine score. However, if you can't have a monumental success, I suppose you may as well have a monumental failure. This is it." Unable to withstand a universal assault by the critics, Via Galactica ran for only 7 performances and closed on December 2nd. It became one of the first Broadway shows to lose more than $1 million and was McDermott's second flop of the season. His other production, Dude, had closed after 16 performances just 5 weeks earlier.